I'm Sam.
I'm Hillary.
I'm Ashley.
I'm McKenna.
And we're the Good News Pod.
Welcome to the Good News Pod, where we get a chance to share a little bit about the people and activities of Goodwill, Southeast Georgia. And welcome to the November episode. We're moving into the end of the year, the holiday season.
That's right. It's all holidays all the time.
And we say that, but we're just coming out of Halloween, which, as we shared last time around, one of the biggest times of year for Goodwill, Southeast Georgia. But the fun doesn't end here. We've got a lot of holiday happenings coming up.
We absolutely do. And we got some great images from one of our stores who are already prepared for the holidays this season. If you pop by our Eisenhower store, our team has gotten us holiday ready with all of the different decor and items that you can bring home, give them a second life, and spruce up your space for the holidays this season.
That's right. Yeah, I had a chance to look through some of those the other day, and there's some fun stockings. I know a lot of people love to decorate, and when you're handing out kind of your little gifts leading up to the season, that's always fun. Some cookie cutters, I think, were in there as well. Anybody into baking around the holiday season? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So question for you, for your stockings, if you have them at your house, do you do like one that you've had homemade, or do you do new stockings every year that go with your theme of your tree?
So when I was younger, we did homemade stockings, and we did the same homemade stockings. But then we started a tradition where every year we get an ornament. So we each pick out a new ornament for the tree.
That.
So then we just got a generic stocking because of how eclectic our Christmas tree ended up looking.
I did too.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sam. We definitely had homemade ones growing up, and it is fun now if we're up visiting my family. I know my mom likes to break those out. She's kind of kept them over the years, so it's always fun to see those again. But yeah, at our house, we have new ones for everybody. Even our dog Copper, he has his own little stocking.
Gotcha.
So yeah, his kind of has a little pup on it that looks kind of like him, which was fun to find.
That's cute.
Yeah, we have little custom ones.
Yeah, my grandparents, they made these homemade ones when I was younger, so anytime we go visit, they always bring those out. But right now we just have ones that we got from the store that we've been using every year, but I still love the homemade ones.
Yeah, my mom has a theme, and you know, with all the grandkids and everything, there's like 13 stockings up there now. And so with our family, when each of my kids was born, we bought one that has their name on it. But now none of them are matching, but they all are like unique to the kids. And you know, mom and dad don't really matter, but the kids have a cute one.
Yeah, so if you're interested in starting your kind of little tradition at home, there's kind of plenty of little pieces to get you started at our stores. I also saw in there we've got some ornaments and decorations as well. So if you're trying to get that decor started early, I know some people like to start early.
Happening now.
Yes, happening now. I have not started yet. What about you guys?
No.
With the decor part.
I wait until after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That's the way you should
Same.
do it.
Yes. Like, hands down.
I'm sad to admit that I still have my Halloween up. I just have not taken it down yet, so I got to do that first.
That's not
Yes.
sad. That is me.
Yeah, that is also me.
I'm a little behind, but I'm getting it together.
Listen, it's not Halloween. It's Halloween in fall.
Thank
so you can
you.
keep it up
Yes.
until after
You turn that little
Thanksgiving.
pumpkin around to the blank
Ghosts
side,
and
it's
spider
good
webs
to
are
go.
fall.
We live in Savannah. It's haunted.
Exactly.
You're celebrating
exactly.
the history.
Yes. Thank you.
But if you do want to go ahead and start getting into the holiday fun,
Yes.
we do have some events going on right now and events coming up. So
That's right.
let's talk about what's going on.
Yeah, one of our events we have coming up is our holiday-themed sip and shop.
Yay. So please tell us, what's a sip and shop?
Well, yes, if you love shopping, we host a sip and shop. We're hosting it in on December 5th from 6 to 8 at our Richmond Hill retail store. And we close the store down, and if you buy a ticket, you get to come and see these curated racks that we have, eat some yummy food, drink a little wine if that's what you're into, and shop completely alone with about 20 other people just hanging out and celebrating thrifting, really.
I love that. I think the sip and shops are so fun because you get full access. There's not fighting over the racks or, you know, running into the same person every aisle and say, oh, sorry, excuse me. You have full access to the store, and it's such a great way to also kind of celebrate secondhand giving. Mm-hmm. That's something that, you know, we try to talk about a lot, is that there's so many great items that are out there with lots of life left. And giving secondhand gifts or shopping for decor secondhand just extends the life of those items and also powers a lot of good here in our community.
Absolutely.
Definitely, and I know we touched on it a little bit earlier, but if you're into DIY too, you can find those, pieces to kind of start your next project, or making ornaments, making things to give someone else. I know when we were starting to think about this, McKenna and I were looking at ideas for hot cocoa kits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Ooh.
a neighbor of mine had given us something like that last year, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really good idea. But there's plenty of cute mugs in our stores that would be a
So
great
many
little
cute ones.
starter gift for someone. So
That's a great idea. And McKenna, you've been doing some DIY for our social channels. Any fun holiday projects you've got planned?
I have a few. We started a board with some ideas. There's homemade candles, the hot cocoa kit, also just tablescapes. So whenever you have your Christmas dinner, your holiday dinner, you can dress up the table with different plates and ornaments and things like that.
I can't wait to see.
Absolutely. And then going on right now, actually, if you want to get in on kind of the spirit of giving and all the things coming up this season, Donate to Win we have going on right now. So what that is we want to say thank you to you for your donations and really how that powers our workforce development mission. So every week we are giving away a $250 gift card to one lucky donor. So if you want to participate, how do we do that?
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1 is visit your local Goodwill. Collect items from your home that you're no longer using or that you think could be of benefit to someone else. Head to your favorite local Goodwill, drop your items off, and you'll receive a card with a QR code. It's easy to scan and enter your information, and then you can enter as many times as you donate throughout the month. You'll scan that card with each donation, and then we'll pick a weekly winner. And we have a special additional way to win that $250 Visa gift card, and that's on Black Friday. So we know Black Friday is all about the deals and shopping, but we also want you to consider making room for those new purchases by donating. So we will do a special drawing for a Donate to Win winner on Black Friday. So if you donated any of Goodwill Southeast Georgia's donation locations on Friday, November 29th, we will be pulling a special separate winner for that day as well.
Very exciting. Like you said, Black Friday is all about those deals, but it also leads up to stockpiling all of those gifts. So really making room by donating is, I think, a great way to get ready for the holidays.
And to be clear, we're not forgetting our shoppers on Black Friday. Who wants to tell you what we're doing on Black Friday for our shoppers?
We're talking more gift card giveaways, Hillary.
That's what we are
Yes,
talking.
That's right. So our first 25 shoppers at each store, we know Black Friday's all about getting out there early if you can. So those first 25 shoppers at each store will get a random Goodwill gift card, and that value can be anywhere from $5 to $50. So
Right.
a little bit of a luck of the draw there. You want to get out early and see if you can pick up one of those gift cards.
That's right. So if Goodwill wasn't on your Black Friday list, we certainly hope that it is now.
Absolutely.
Woohoo. All right, guys. Well, we've talked a little bit about the holidays, kind of looking fast forward, but there's also a lot that we are celebrating and recognizing here in the month of November. And one of those things coming up and has been going on when this episode comes out is Veterans Day.
That's right. We are really fortunate to have a large population of veterans that choose to serve through working at Goodwill after their time in the service. And this is a fantastic opportunity for us to spend this day recognizing their contributions to our community, to our organization, and also to our country. And so this event is really special where we take the time to really celebrate and recognize our veterans who are here with us on site at Goodwill.
Yeah, we know that, veterans are a key part of the fabric of our community here with all the different base locations nearby. So we definitely appreciate everyone's service and know that our opportunity centers are here for you as well. There's plenty of resources out there if you're thinking maybe a transition back into a civilian job. We have resources there as well to help make that transition a bit easier.
Absolutely. And we're really honored to be an employer that they choose to work at after their time in the service. And we want to make everyone's lives easier as they transition into new jobs and really developing the workforce, especially for our veteran population. So this is a fan favorite event. I know it's always very powerful and very meaningful for us to be able to spend that time and celebrate.
Speaking of that, we also interviewed James from our IT department. He's actually a veteran, so we spoke with him a little bit about his transition. Hi, James. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, McKenna. Thanks for having me. This is a cool little studio you all got set up here.
Thanks. So this month we're celebrating Veterans Day. Can you share a little bit about your role at Goodwill and your military background?
Sure. Yeah, I'm the IT operations manager here at Goodwill Southeast Georgia. I've been here for about, I gotta be coming up on 8 years. About 7.5 years at this point. So I came from the United States Marine Corps where I served 5 years. Started out on those infamous yellow footprints on August the 10th, 2011, and then departed September the 11th, 2015. So I spent 5 years in the Marine Corps. In the Marine Corps, I was a signals intelligence administrator. So that kind of boils down to I use different types of techniques and methods in order to help some other intelligence professionals in the Marine Corps and in some of the other branches, some contractors, find bad guys. So that, whether that be, that's really where I got my start in computers and technology itself. As I began to build my family in the service, I quickly realized how much time I was losing with them. I missed my son's birth. I missed a couple of important moments in my family's life. So I was kind of ready to come home. Started off going back to school once I got out, and then was ready to kind of get off of the bench and get back into the workforce. Believe it or not, Goodwill Southeast Georgia was the first employer who gave me my shot after I got out of the Marine Corps, and I've been here ever since. Yeah. I started out as an IT specialist here at Goodwill Southeast Georgia, and I moved up the ranks to was a network support administrator. I took a little bit of hiatus in 2022, and then came back as an IT operations manager.
Wow, that's amazing. Since you were in the military, are there any skills that you've learned that you've been able to bring to Goodwill?
There are things that there are two different ways of learning coming out of the Marine Corps or coming out of the military and transitioning into civilian life. A lot of those are skills that you can use. Obviously, the hard work, like a lot of soft skills and things that you can use bringing out of the military. And then there are some things that the civilian world teaches you that is different from how you can behave or how you can lead in the military.
What advice do you have for veterans that are thinking about working at Goodwill or just transitioning to a civilian role in general?
Okay, so the jargon is cool. The military acronyms, the way that military measures, the way that they speak, the way that they act, all of that is really, really cool when you're with your veteran buddies. However, when I first got out of the Marine Corps and started applying for jobs, building my resume, and started transitioning into civilian life, I would have so much military jargon on there that I would hand it to the employer, and the employer was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what the 5th Fleet AOR is. I'm sorry, I don't know, I don't know what a JTAC is. I don't know all of these different things, so I don't know how it relates to civilian life." And that's something that I struggled with for a little bit until actually the individual that hired me here at Goodwill just so happened to also be a Marine, and could understand the way that I was trying to come off.
Are there any programs at Goodwill that you think would benefit veterans as they're coming out of the military?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the soft skills training and stuff that really kind of smooth out the edges of military service, where you can be as direct as you would like to be, especially when leading younger military members. A lot of the soft skills trainings that our opportunity centers and our trainers that we have here at Goodwill Southeast Georgia a lot of that stuff that they offer really does help smooth out, a lot of the roughness of the military. And also, I mean, again, I'll harp on it. The resume writing that that Mr. Allen can help you with here in our Opportunity Center in Savannah, or Miss Champagne in Waycross, or Miss Natasha in Statesboro, so on and so forth. A lot of the transition, and some of those guys are vets of themselves, like Mr. Allen is an Army vet, so he understands how to translate what you did in military service into civilian service, and I think that's very important.
Yeah, that's really great. I know that a lot of people don't know that Goodwill does that, so
Sure.
it would be very helpful. So thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Yeah, it was great. I had a great time. It was fun being here. It was fun learning how y'all set this sort of stuff up, and really get our reach out into the community.
It was great hearing from James. He's such a great part of our team and IT. Their little pod back there. We always love seeing them. Now we're going to send some reminders for Thanksgiving on the 27th, the day before Thanksgiving. All of our retail stores will be closed at 5 p.m. And then Thanksgiving Day will be closed completely. So if you can hold your donations until the 29th when you come to see us for Black Friday, that would be greatly appreciated. And then we are also closed for December 24th and December 25th. So again, if you could hold your donations and wait to come visit us on the 26th, we will happily take your donations from then.
Absolutely. We are so grateful when you choose to give Goodwill your items, and we want to make sure that we care for them in the best way. And so making sure that you donate when an attendant is on duty is the best way for us to really protect and care for those donations that you are generously giving to us. So we appreciate your cooperation in making sure that we can all spend time with our families, but also welcome those donations when you need a little break after turkey, and we'll see you on Black Friday.
That's right. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you then. And again, thank you for partnering with us all year round. Really, this year has been a great year. We're looking forward to some big things in 2025, which make sure to stay tuned for the December episode. We'll have some exciting announcements of what's coming up next year. So just a little bit of a teaser for that.
Yes.
But for right now, we always end our episodes with a little bit of a look back on the past month and kind of the good moments that we've been able to celebrate. So it is time for the last words. So we're going to go around and kind of share our favorite good news moment, Goodwill style, from the past month.
Yeah, so my favorite Goodwill moment, we just finished our last of our regional associate celebrations. I mention them every time we do a good news or snapshot, because it's just great to see all the associates. We hit our rural market, which I don't get to go in very often, so meeting people that I don't get to see on a daily basis is also really nice. And hearing the feedback about how appreciated they felt and how much fun they had, it warms my heart every time we talk about it.
It was a really good event. Congratulations. Those are fun. It's a great way to kind of connect with people from all across our wide organization. So that was a good one. I'm going a different direction. So this month, our Unity Squad had the opportunity to participate in a build event with Coastal Empire's Habitat for Humanity. This is the very first time that I can say with certainty that I have ever hammered the frame of a building, and it was such an incredible experience to work together with leaders and team members from across the Goodwill organization to build this shed frame together and leave these notes of encouragement for the future homeowners. And I love being a part of that process and working with partners who have the same vision for us, that equity and inclusion and a bright future is available for everyone in our community. So that was a really powerful day.
That's right. Home is really where the heart is.
That's
and
right.
It was fun getting to hang out with some of our other team members from our various teams to kind of work together to complete that build. I agree.
I was sore the next day, though. It was hard. It was hard work.
Yeah, I also need to work on my hammer skills.
Same.
We figured it out. They had great expert instruction on hand. I would say for mine, October was definitely a busy month with Halloween, but it was also a very rewarding month as we got to recognize National Disability Employment Awareness Month. And so we enjoy getting to know our Ability One team members all year round, but it is always fun during the month of October to give them a little extra appreciation. And I know myself, McKenna, a few of our other team members had a chance to meet with some of those associates and hear their story and their experience. And just hearing those stories really just bring a smile to my face and just warm my heart. Just seeing how they've been able to experience independence, growth, reach their goals through Goodwill, which again goes back to the heart of what we're here for. And it was just so great to hear from them personally that that's been achieved for them. They're excited about things that they're moving on to in the future. So those were really great experiences this past month.
That's awesome.
It has been a really busy month with Halloween and doing all the content for that. I really enjoyed getting to go to all the different stores and get to meet all the different associates, and they gave me a ton of ideas for Halloween, so they helped me with some of the costume ideas, and also seeing them all dressed up for Spirit Week and the photos of them and all their costumes, so that was definitely my favorite for this month.
We have some very creative team members. The Halloween costumes and the Spirit Week were on point.
That's right. Yeah, I feel like I have to up the ante for next year now. I mean,
start preparing.
Yeah.
We have to start planning in advance.
Yeah.
Okay? Marketing does not play when it comes to Spirit Week.
That's right. We are going to be dressed up every day.
every
We did.
day.
I think we did all the days, right?
We did.
I believe so.
Plus actual Halloween, which is
Which
the
was really
bonus
important.
day.
And our team also followed the same. So if you are ever stuck for a Halloween costume, 100% you can count on the Goodwill Associates to help you find
That's right. 'Cause
your next costume.
We each did not one, but all together probably
Yes.
6 or 7 costumes apiece.
was
By the time
nonstop.
the whole thing was over. So
Halloween experts now.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is the last word from the Good News Pod. We hope we brought a little more good to your day. And as always, keep doing good with Goodwill.